Do you know that the Indian Constitution is not just a legal book but a living document that protects you and me every single day? It is the longest written constitution in the world, and yet behind those 1,17,000 words lies an inspiring story of vision, sacrifice, and determination. Let's go back to the beginning. The first seeds of this constitution were planted in 1934 by M.N. Roy, a revolutionary thinker who suggested the idea of constituent assembly. At first, it looked like a just dream, but within a years, the Indian National Congress took this dream seriously. They rejected the British white paper and demanded that Indians must write their own constitution. This idea later shaped the Government of India Act 1935, which became the foundation of what we have today. Now imagine this: when our constitution was finally drafted, it was not typed or not printed like normal books. It was handwritten in beautiful calligraphy by Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada in both languages. Hindi and English versions were carefully penned down, and every page was decorated by famous artists from Shanti Niketan like Nandalal Bose and Biohar Ram Manohar Sinha. So the constitution is not just law, it is also art, culture and history living together. But how long did it take to create? Exactly 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Almost 3 years of hard work, debates, arguments and compromises, and finally census. The total cost came to 6.4 million, a huge amount back then. And in this journey, there were over 2,475 amendments suggested before the final draft was ready. Finally, on January 24, 1950, 284 members signed the document, sealing the birth of our modern India. Many people call our constitution the bag of borrowings, but that's not an insult. In fact, it is a strength. The framers studied the world's constitution and picked only the best feature for us. From Britain, we took parliamentary democracy and single citizenship. From US, we took fundamental rights and judicial review. From France, we drew the ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity. From Ireland, we took the directive principle of state policy. But here, the important part, these were not copied blindly. They were carefully shaped to suit India's culture, diversity and history. And because of this detail, our constitution became the longest in the world. Unlike the US constitution, which has very few articles, our constitution is very detailed and clear, covering everything like rights of minorities, emergency provisions, elections and even tribal administration. That's why it runs into lakhs of words.